You ready?
Yes, let's go. A sunny but cold day for our first trip. At the moment, the dual carriageway is clear, and it's not long before we reach the start of a beautiful scenery on quieter country roads. Our first scheduled stop is the market town of Brecon, where we park near the canal and theatre. We could have celebratory biscuits, or we can have a digestive.
I don't mind, honestly.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, what are we celebrating?
I know exactly what we're celebrating. Our first journey in our own motorhome. Campervan.
Campervan, it's not a motorhome, is it?
No, it's not.
Well, that was disappointingly the wrong answer, wasn't it?
I don't mind, whichever you want.
Well, I think we should have celebratory biscuits.
Definitely, yeah. I'm going to go for it.
It's too cold for a boat trip, and our walk led us to the church cafe, where we were welcomed by very warm soup on a very cold day. We're going to have curry parsnip soup.
Nice.
Really thick soup. Look, like my soup. I can't stand the spoon of that, but it's very good. Happy March the 23rd.
So far today we've had sun, rain,
Hail.
and hail.
Wind.
Yeah. Wind?
Windy weather, that is.
Yeah.
No other type of wind. Back in the van, and the sun is out as we head to the bookie town of Hay-on-Wye, helped of course by the sat-nav.
Next right onto Oxford Road.
Finding the car park which allows overnight camping. Another walk along the river in drier conditions, and we're getting used to the camera walkthroughs, although it doesn't look very natural. It was a walk of birds, the carved wooden variety.
So, Mrs. Bird, how was your first night off-grid camping in a Powys car park?
Well, I'm eating my dinner now, and breakfast. No, I'm not answering you now. The first camping night was very good. Extremely quiet, almost silent. It was flat. We didn't pay. Legitimately, we didn't pay. And apart from my cold, sleeping was very good too. Lots of very goods, really.
The late afternoon sun made the castle in Hay-on-Wye look spectacular. We called in at Bewdley train station on the Severn Valley Steam Railway line. There's a lovely wooden bridge up and over the main line, evoking days gone by. I don't think the milk churns are currently in use. We were rewarded by the steam train arriving. It's always odd when the engine faces backwards but is pulling the carriages. The train departs with the familiar toot toot. Continuing our journey north, we pitched up on a site near Arley. It was very rural, but we were lucky that we could walk across the farmers' fields to the small village of Arley, which is a train stop on the Severn Valley Steam Railway line.
Oh, there she is.
We're having a light tea tonight because we have fantastic fish and chips in Bewdley. And it was fish and chips, senior citizen rate, massive piece of fish, massive chips, huge portion of mushy peas, not from a tin can, and no mint in them, dried marrow fat, excellent. Cup of tea, bread and butter, £10.50.
I'm not sure if this will show anything at all, but this is how dark it is on the site where we are currently. You cannot see a flipping thing out in the sticks.
We had another walk which had a wonderful surprise. Watch carefully or you'll miss them. Did you see the 4 of them? 3 brown and 1 white. These deer also visited the campsite yesterday at dusk, and I never knew you could have white deer. We decided to go for a walk from Arley to Bewdley. This involved driving to Bewdley, parking, and then picking up the steam train from Bewdley, travelling just 1 stop to Arley. It really was a bit of a trundling train, and we seemed to be in the accessible carriage. It didn't take long, and as you can see, it was a cold spring day, not even a sign of the leaves on the trees. We made our way to the door to get off the train a little bit earlier than we needed to. As you can see, we were in 3rd class. And it was lovely to see how much wood there was in the carriage and how well cared for. Clearly the volunteers are a dedicated group of people. We arrived safely in Arley, got off the train and waited for it to depart. Morning. This is our walk. We've just got off the train, the steam train at Arley, and are now heading off through rough terrain, as you can see. Rough compared to pavements. And heading back to Bewdley, where we have left the van. Train. Somewhere. Right.
You can now imagine that you are sitting in your shelter at home, awaiting a nuclear attack.
Message from Her Majesty's Government. Please stand by and await further information.
To get to their boat.
Family time is always one of the best times. Not sure what the great big button is for.
And I will have a poached egg, please.
Go with an open mind.
Yeah.
And if they can swap the black pudding or say a hash brown.
Your problem would be that you would see all the sea.
Ah, she makes it look almost easy.
Can't get down here.
And then there's me. Very well supported and demonstrating no skill at all. Apparently you have to push your bottom back. I was good at that bit. There were lots of yelps. This is Ogden Reservoir, and it marked the lower part of our walk to Pendle Hill. It was a wonderful day, family time, beautiful scenery and beautiful weather. I was really glad of my walking poles, as it was a steep climb up and a steep descent. No words are needed for this bit. Oh, go on, you can do it. Yes, yeah, and another one, and another step, and another. Oh, a bit of flat ground. Marvellous. Although it still was very boggy. We were rewarded with this view. We had a quick lunch sitting on a very cold stone step built into the stone wall before the descent began. Everyone was so lovely on the walk down, and even though it took me a little while, people were very patient, especially those coming up the path. At last, we're down, across the Weeny Bridge and back into the village of Pendle and home. This is a well-rehearsed piece to camera.
Are we coming? Okay, come in. Come in. I think that person needs to be in first.
Give me the suit of bed and...
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ellen. Happy birthday to you. Hooray.
The journey north to south saw us pause at the Anderton Boat Lift, which was designed by Edwin Clark in 1875. It's a magnificent piece of engineering, lifting and lowering boats between the River Weaver and the Trent and Mersey Canal over a height of 50 foot. It was in operation for over 100 years until it closed in 1983 due to corrosion. It opened to the public in 2002 after a huge renovation project. We were very lucky to see the boat lift in operation. We called in at Audlam. It was a beautiful little village and we had a lovely walk along the canal before we parked up for the night in Grindley Brook, and this was a great location with very close proximity to the canal. The homeward journey saw us calling in at Bilswells and we were finally home. Plans are afoot for the next trip.
Take 6 or 7. The other YouTubers make this look so natural. Here goes. 3, 2, 1.